All right. Well, I left my closet door open just now, but that's fine, I guess. Hope you guys are all doing okay so far this evening. Let me put this up right here. There we go. Ooh, tequila cheers. There we go. I do have tequila, but it's not in here for sure. Let's see. All right, everybody. Hope you guys are all having a very, very good evening. Let me see. I think the night bot's working fine now. Okay, there we go. And what I can do here is one last thing. Oh, Saul already beat me to it. Thanks, Saul. Let's see. There we go. I can extend that right there. Alright, guys. So, Herman, right? Broke 50,500. Then we broke 51,000. Now we broke 52,000. Holding steady over that at the moment. Looks like we may take a little bit of a breather day here. But overall, guys, hey, excuse me. Just had dinner and I just like scarfed it down right before before the stream started here. Let me get a sip of water here. But yes, yeah, we're looking pretty good. Both of these charts, I think the Bitcoin chart right here is on the daily chart, and the Dogecoin is on the 4-hour chart here. Yeah. So far we're looking good. Dogecoin never had an opportunity to do a golden cross here. Remember, never had a. The 200 was moving a little too slowly for it. So, but on the on the Bitcoin side here, before I take a chug of water here, look at this, guys. Golden cross is coming. The day chart on Bitcoin, it's coming, guys. So, I'm hoping that this will give us another big bullish move here to try to get at least to the high 50s, if not to the 60s here, to try to test out those all-time highs. This is maybe a little bit of premature of me, but this golden cross usually, when you see golden cross, usually for Bitcoin it means something good. Not always, but usually. So, I'm hoping that we can have some good moves here in the next few weeks. Just as a reminder here as well, guys, let me make sure you guys can actually see this as I'm doing it. Move my little pretty head over here. You see in the bottom right-hand corner of my screen, you're going to see a graph, right? Or excuse me, a calendar. Remember, guys, I'm going to be gone from the 13th to the 19th at my friend's wedding. I will be streaming during that time. I'm just going to be streaming from Philadelphia. So it'll be a little bit of a wonky thing. I'm probably going to have to kind of adjust my sleep schedule a little bit here. I will be going out and hanging with my friends. They want to take me to a whole bunch of cool places, so I will be hanging out with my friends quite a bit over there. But while I'm not hanging out with them, I will be doing these, 1 to 2 hour streams with you guys. And we'll be having fun, and we'll be doing these daily updates, or at least trying to get as many updates as I can through the time. Thursday, probably not too much, because I will be, my flight leaves at 5:15 a.m. I'm going to wake up, at 2 a.m. to get, to get there. Oh, no, I don't know. I'm probably not going to sleep, honestly, Sunday night. I get my puppy Sunday, and I have to let my grandparents take care of him, so yeah, I will not be sleeping because I want to play with my puppy pretty much. Even while he's napping, I want to watch. But yeah, so I'll be, I would say Monday I'll probably take the day off. If not, I'll do an hour stream. That's it. And every day I'll try to get at least a half an hour to an hour stream in there while I'm on this little mini vacation here to visit my friend and go to his wedding, obviously. So just stay updated for that one. I'm going to try to maneuver this very well. But I'm going to be, there's a lot of stuff apparently I'm going to be doing over there. So I'm pretty excited to go over there, right? Especially the wedding. All right. But let's dive into a little bit of technical analysis here. Let me chug some water first. Something about ice cold water. Okay. So right now, guys, we're flying high. We're above pretty much every moving average. We're above all the daily moving averages right now. 2,250. The 4-hour, we're above all these. 3-hour, we're above all of these. Let's see. Actually, let me go down here to the 2-hour. 2-hour. 1 hour, still above everything. And let's just go to the 30 minutes. Above everything. Then down to the 15 minutes. Still holding okay at the moment. And so, we're in a pretty, in 5 minutes as we start to see we're taking a little bit of a breather here. So overall, guys, I'm still not too concerned about what we're seeing at the moment. I'm still extremely excited to where Bitcoin can go over the next few days. Well, actually, next few weeks, I'd say. So, we're really bullish right now. We had this little fake out. Bears tried to shake us out. Did not work. If you guys remember, the W play, you buy after the W. Now, it went stagnant for a little bit, but then it went up. So, I don't know. it was worth taking that little shot there. I love playing the W's. It's one of my favorite plays to have. But so far, guys, still churning up pretty well. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to pay attention to? If you guys are looking for short-term supports, something like that, I guess. We had one right here. You can see we went down a little bit, then boom. So it seems like whales are kind of playing some games right now, and the best course of action would be just to hold. You can add to your positions if you wanted to. I told you guys a couple days ago, I added to my position, a couple of my positions here, and I'm just holding and waiting to see what happens over the next few days, right? Let me go right here. For now, let's go back to the 5-minute chart. Let's see what's going on. A little bit of a move here in the last few minutes. It's been an hour, so you can see technically a lot of stuff's down, but it's only because it ran up, and then it's down since the ran up point, right? Dogecoin, on the other hand, let's take a quick look at here. A breakout, and again, this is not really doing too much stuff here, guys. We're just going to have to wait for this thing to pop. I know it's going to pop, you know, with somewhat certainty because it usually always does, but I guess it's just going to take some time for us right now. Until then, I'm still holding my Dogecoin. I'm not really worried about it too much because I know it's going to go up eventually, but this is due for a pop of some type. Like, this is due for a good 10 to 20% gain run. Whenever it happens, I'm waiting for it. As far as the technicals are saying, we've had too many breakouts where they didn't really do much afterwards. Breakout, now we're back down, right? So I'm hoping, at least for Dogecoin's cause, we're going to continue to grind on this somewhat mellow trend line, what you see right here. Let's just grind on it. We have another trend line right here we can hold on to. We're way above that one at the moment, though, so I'm trying to go casually. I could have made a more aggressive trend line, but the way Dogecoin's been performing, it's been like right? An example of this may be, let me hop on to 5-minute Dogecoin, then I'll start answering your questions and start saying my hellos. 5 minutes here. You can see in the last 5 minutes, I took that dip from the W, but it hasn't really done anything since, right? All right. Put that right there. And one last thing. Oh, yeah. So if we're starting to get a sense of where we come over the last 60 days, right? And just a reference point, 60 days ago was right around here, July 9th, okay? So pretty much when we were doing okay, but was still kind of going down, right? So in the last 60 days, this is where most of these coins have been going. 60 days, Bitcoin's up 60%, right? Ethereum up 90, 88 up 116, Bitcoin, Binance Coin, 63, XRP 128, Sol 416, probably my best hold right now. Not the most profit I made, but definitely a good hold. Dogecoin has only risen about 52% since that time. I think Dogecoin is due for a pop. Again, I'm being patient with it, I really am, but it's due for a pop. You can see it in the last 7 days, it's up 12%. In the last 30 days, it's up 12% also. So it's really been doing not much over time. So I'm thinking it's due for a nice little pop here. DOT's up 125, Uniswap's up 43, and Link is up 90, right? And there's some other stuff that worked out. Luna's up at the 400%, which is pretty nice as well. But we really need Dogecoin to, I don't know if it needs to be more on Twitter or, we need a reason to get people, to make people buy again, I guess you would say. I put Bitcoin right over here, and let's watch it on the second charts. There we go. Let me go see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Hey, everybody. Hope you guys are having a very, 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 very good evening. It's good Monday. It was weird the market wasn't open today. Probably for good reason. I hope New York is all unflooded out. And one of the reasons is, I'm pretty sure they got it all fixed up now. I wonder if there's actually any stories on it. A lot of high-speed cable wires and everything like that, they're underground around Wall Street so that these traders can execute trades at a lightning speed, basically. I want to know if Wall Street was flooded or not. Flooded. No. Flood Wall Street. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay. I'll try to find it out later. But if any of those high-speed trading networks were cut off or damaged, I wonder if that will affect the market over the next few weeks or so. Let's see. Okay. What's right here? Let's see. Okay. Hey, Spuddy Love, is it safe to get an EHR and Doge right now? I would say Doge, yeah, if you're waiting for this pop, that's what I am. I'm holding Doge for a long period of time now. I'm not even going to add any more to any swing positions or anything like that. I'm just kind of holding at this moment. But if you wanted to buy Doge right now, it wouldn't be a terrible thing. I'd use it, if you're buying around 30 cents, I'd say have a tight stop loss anywhere from 28 to 29 cents, honestly. That way, if it doesn't work out, you just get out of it, and then you just move on to something else. Doge right now, it's just fine, right? And the other one you were talking about is ERH. Let me take a look at it. ERH. Let me know, Spready Love. Let me know if that was a crypto or not, because otherwise I'll do this one in New York Stock Exchange ARCA. But if it's not, let me know. Wells Fargo, you told, yeah, I don't think of that. That's it right there. So if it's not on TradingView, it might just be on CoinMarketCap, and I'll look it up there. Let's see. Hey, DM. Let's see. Hey, Jonathan K. What about Algo? Let me check out Algo. Algorand, maybe? Let me just double check the name. I'm going to assume, yeah, I'm going to assume you're thinking Algorand. There we go. Well, right now, not so much. I think we talked about this before, but this thing had a clear breakout, and it went boom right afterwards. Wow, look at that. I'd hold a little bit, guys. Personally, I would hold a little bit to see if it can come a little bit closer to some of these moving averages, like the 4, the 20, or the 200. Because most of these coins just went through a breakout phase. And usually what happens after a breakout phase is a little bit of consolidation from these altcoins. For Algorand, I'd be like, I'd hold off a little bit more. Like, you see Matic broke out, didn't really do much. Matic and Doge kind of actually been a little bit similar about this. Nice key breakouts, but afterwards, they don't really continue their run. Ethereum broke out, and it's been doing fine ever since. XRP broke out, didn't do much, but then it took off, right? And this type of movement is what I'm hoping from Dogecoin here, right? Because this movement was an equivalent of about 25%. I'm hoping for that type of movement when it comes to Matic and Dogecoin. Bitcoin's up today. Oh, that's kind of nice to see. See, breakout, boom. Came down a little bit, but still doing okay now, right? So far after this breakout, Bitcoin's gotten you about 12% at the height. It was about 22% breakout. Wow, yeah, that's a nice breakout there. Ethereum, breakout. Oh, this line is a little too long, but I'll take it out. But basically, you're seeing a lot of coins break out and have nice breakouts. Dogecoin and Matic are the ones that are lagging a little bit, and I'm hoping with those two we'll have an opportunity to catch up. ADA is a little bit different, but that's because, it had the huge run up a little bit before Bitcoin. A little preemptive here. XLM, nice breakout right here. Didn't do much, but then it chugged up, right? So, EOS, same concept, breakout, boom. STMX. Well, XTMX broke out a little bit, but I told you guys live when STMX was breaking out. And, did I expect this type of movement from STMX? No, but it was definitely a good day here. For those of you guys remember, it was Friday because I was drinking wine with you guys. But this thing ended up running about 55%. That's a pretty nice gain right there. Most people probably would have sold it around a little bit less. I sold all of mine here, and I'm still out of my position. I'm looking to get back into my STMX position here. I think I added a small position back in here, but not much. I'm really waiting to see if this will take a dip before I can buy a little bit more. But that one was really good. Sol moving up still. This thing has been a grinder. You could have had a good opportunity to buy it off the support here. And I guess technically it did have a small breakout here, but most people wouldn't have gotten that. They would have only been playing the bounce play here. So overall, guys, most coins are going to be making money right now. Dogecoin and Matic are kind of the iffy ones. If you put money into them, have a tighter stop loss on them just because they are kind of grinding a little bit. If they do start to boom and you start to see them up 3-4%, then I would say, okay, well, you can start to add a little bit more to your position and see if that run is going to continue a little bit further. Because your money is probably better elsewhere on these types of coins. If you guys are just, because of their lack of growth, I would say, right? Go back to the 5 here. Hey, oh, you talking about Ethereum? Yeah, okay, let me see. Yeah, if you wanted, right now Ethereum's at a pretty near support, I guess, about 318. 50's coming up. 4 hours. Let me see what 3 hours says. I would wait a little bit on Ethereum as well. I'd wait on a lot of these coins, guys. A lot of them just broke out. They're kind of consolidating a little bit. If you wanted to jump on something with some momentum, that'd probably be best. And then just kind of hold on for the ride for a little bit. And then once you make a little bit of money off of that one, whether it's like just a few percent or a little bit more, then I would consider adding to these positions. As long as Ethereum stays above this 3,800 level, I think I'd be fine for this. I'm looking at the 3 hour, the 50 is moving up closer. The 4 hour, the 50 is moving up closer. So hopefully that's enough to kind of keep this booming. But on the 4 hour at the moment, you can start to see that it is trying to come down a little bit from the 20 moving average. So that may give you a little bit better price to be buying into Ethereum if you just wait maybe a few more hours. A few more hours might be a better time to buy. There you go. Let's see. Hey, Doge. Looks like Doge isn't moving. I know. It is not, and it definitely does suck here. We're waiting for it. I'm still waiting for it to have a pop. It's due for a pop. The thing about Dogecoin is it doesn't move at the same pace as everything else. For example, let's look at this day chart here. And let's look at the day chart for what's something that's moved up decently but not too crazy. Ethereum Classic. Here we go. So if you remember when this big old rally started here, let me see if I can go right there. What day was this? 7th of August. This bad boy ran up 45%. And this bad boy ran up 71%, right? So when Doge has its pops, it's a little bit larger than most of them. But Doge tends to die back down really fast. And this is something that... let me go back to Bitcoin here. This is something that Doge has actually been doing for quite a bit of time, unfortunately. It's something that I personally don't like about it, but I do like that Doge still has, it's still a popular coin. Everybody still wants to buy it. And when it does start to pump again, people will get really FOMO again about it, right? And the good thing is, when people do FOMO on this, everybody and their parents has easy access to buy this, which a lot of coins don't have at the moment. Robinhood, Webull, Voyager, Binance, Kraken, whatever the app is, what the platform, you're going to be able to buy Dogecoin, which is something I like about it, right? Now, if you go all the way back to the day, and we saw how how Dogecoin liked to run. Look at this. Dogecoin ran up a lot, crashed a lot. Well, not crashed, but ran up a lot, came down a lot. Ran up a lot, came down a lot. And it's actually more. Let's see. Let me grind this out a little bit here. Can I do this? No, okay. Hold on. I'll just move a little bit faster. There you go. Okay. So here's that first rally we saw up to 44 cents with Dogecoin. Look at this. A beautiful rally up 215%, 216%. But then what happened afterwards? Came all the way down to down 40% or even down 47%, right? So then we waited a little bit longer. Had a smaller rally, I guess, here. Came down a little bit. But, then we kind of crashed for a little bit. Everybody was like, oh my God, we're going back to 5 cents, whatever. And after a little bit of time, we had another breakout. And what happened? Came up a little bit, consolidated. This is one of the few times we consolidated before breakout. I remember this time. Came up a little bit. What do? We crashed right back down. It's something that Dogecoin likes to do, and I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it's just, how it was designed. But let me see if I can find out. This is a 15-minute chart. We're going to have to go a little bit here because it did take a few days of people crying about Dogecoin before it really decided to pop off again. Let's see. Oh, I guess I skipped it. It just all shrinked up. Let me just go to the 4 hour then. Oh, maybe it didn't actually show up. All right, well, basically, if you go to the 4-hour chart, you'll see again we came up, came crashing down. Oh, and that's pretty much what it likes to do day in and day out. I wish it would just kind of have a nice pattern like most other coins do. But I think there's too many, I don't want to say inexperienced or new traders, but I do think there's a lot of people that get in and out really fast that aren't really looking, they're just trying to make a quick buck off of it, I guess you would say, right? Let's see. That breakout came up a lot, came down a little bit, that's fine. But see, after the breakout was done, we're coming back down a little bit here, right? Yeah, we did okay, but I'm waiting for this to have a decent breakout. And I still think it is going to have a decent breakout here. That's fine. Bitcoin, we can go back to the second here. Yeah, it's fine for now. Okay. Hey, Luis, I'm just happy we're staying at the 30s. I mean, most people are. I mean, for real, this thing could probably go back down to 29, 28 cents again. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Discount Killer. Hey, thanks to Push for blocking that guy. Yeah, don't... guys, this is kind of a heads up. I've been getting stressed out a little bit lately about... Not from you guys, of course, but if you go to any one of my videos or things like that, you're going to see a lot of spam. I'm doing my best to kind of curtail it, but there are a lot of people that are going to pretend to be like me, and they are not. So this is kind of just a public service announcement. I am not going to ever ask you to go to my WhatsApp or anything like that. Let me see. I uploaded a video a couple days ago. Here we go. I deleted a few comments off of here. You guys were messaging. I think. See, I got rid of most. I got rid of most of them. Here, this guy. You're going to see pinned by Michael Whitman. This is not me, okay, guys? This is not me. Pinned by Michael Whitman. That is not me. This is some fake dude. Some fake dude. So just be very careful. There are a lot like this guy stole my picture. YouTube won't do squat about it. I've asked them a couple times. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? They're like, hey, we're working on it. I'm like, okay, well, it's easy for you guys just to say, hey, this guy's spamming my account, giving WhatsApp information out. Just do something about it, right? So watch out for people like that. I just beg you. I don't want any of you guys to lose your money. I will never ask you for donations. I am doing quite well, right? Just don't give anybody like this money. Just don't do it. I will not ask for any information. Just sorry to rant, but seriously, guys, if you ever see anything like this, something that if you guys do want to do it until I am able to if you guys want to help until I'm able to message them, just do a quick little public service announcement. If you guys want to, this is spam, everybody. Be careful, okay? And and that'll help everybody out. Maybe just kind of stop falling for this type of stuff. Now, to my knowledge, nobody's fallen for it yet, but I get messages like this, like commented trending this year, something really crazy like this, like all this crap. Like, see, thanks for the comment. Then he'll say +1, like he'll give a number out by spelling it, right? So just don't fall for all this stuff, guys. Just don't do it, for heaven's sakes, please don't. Because I'd feel really bad if you guys started, if somebody got lost money because of this. Oh, let's see. Hey, the Atlantean, not much. We're just chilling and relaxing. Right now, crypto's taking a little bit of a break. I'm happy with it at the moment. Looking at Bitcoin here, guys. We're just kind of churning up, slowly chugging. Hopefully, we'll be able to keep this move up here. But for now, I'm okay with it. I think, what are we looking at here? Let's see. All-time high was about $65,000. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to that all-time high, guys. We are. And then from there, we'll have to wait to see how much. We'll have to wait to see how long it takes altcoins to get back up to their all-time highs. But I think at that point, it's only going to be a matter of time, and not necessarily. People aren't going to be necessarily wondering, hey, they're not going to be as impatient. They're just going to understand it's going to be a matter of time before those altcoins tend to explode, right? But that's if we make it back up to those all-time highs. Something crazy could always happen, as we always know. So, oop, there we go, and let me pop this right back down here. What's the 1 minute chart look out here? Yeah, still climbing up fine. But right now, Bitcoin's about unch at the moment. I can put this back on the 15-minute chart. I think the 15-minute chart will show you guys a little bit about what's going on with Bitcoin here. Dogecoin can stay at 5. Do I think the coins are going to pop off before SpaceX takes off on the 7th? Probably not. I mean, maybe that'll be a catalyst for it that could help cause it to have a nice breakout here. But I'm just going to say no until I'm proven otherwise, just because sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And I don't want anybody to buy it off of that unless you, like, you guys could buy it in anticipation for that being a catalyst. But otherwise, I would say probably say no. Let's see. Hey, Ovo. I think Ethereum's not moving, just like a few other coins, just because it's already had a nice run, and right now it's just kind of waiting it out. If you go back over here, you remember over the last week, Ethereum is up about 23%. It's up more than, over the last 7 days, Ethereum is up 21%, which is about 10% more than Bitcoin, 17% more than ADA, way more than BNB, way more than, about the same as XRP, not as much as Sol, more than Doge, a little bit less than Polkadot. So I think it's done okay for the week, and I think right now a lot of everything just kind of wants to settle down for a little bit. Everybody wants to get their bearings back, because what you're seeing right now is a lot of people taking their profits, and then new people looking to say, okay, is this a good time to buy in, right? And most of us right now, most of us have already bought a lot of crypto at these lower prices, and we're just kind of waiting it out. For now, there's a lot of crypto swapping hands, but there's not too much more buying than selling in the altcoin markets. Everybody's kind of waiting it out. Some coins are having big days, don't get me wrong, but overall, there's a lot of people taking their profits, a lot of people buying in to start new legs so they can try to make even more profit or make profit if they miss buying at those $30,000 levels of Bitcoin. Let's see. ADA smart contracts on the 12th. Your thoughts on ADA around that date? All I would expect is a little bit more volatility. Maybe a little bit more of a push upwards. Not more than many other coins. Maybe a few percent bump up there. But I would assume just more volatility. Hey, shows up now. Leverage is going to come into crypto again. I think it's been coming back into crypto over the last few weeks here. Hopefully they can bring even more money into it, more leverage. I'm kind of hoping that eventually banks will actually give leverage out to individual traders, because leverage is important. I think it makes the market go a lot more, right? Kind of adds to the thing about the bubble, but there's leverage in every market, so it works out. Let's see. Hey Hota, I hope you're good, brother. So far, good. Just getting ready for my trip on Monday. I'm pretty excited for it, and I'm also getting excited because remember, guys, I get my puppy on Sunday. So, and when I get back from my trip, my puppy will pretty much be on my lap for most of the streams here, while I play with him, and he's kind of just we're bonding time or something like that. Let's see. Always test. Let's see. Hey Ray, Mike, you see the mining meeting they had in Houston? Could be a big move for it. That'd be pretty nice. I think Houston they have a lot of power too. I mean, I'm surprised you don't see oil magnates just put crypto mining facilities on the oil land, and just they have enough money, just have huge mining Bitcoin rigs. They'd make a lot of money off of it. But I guess most of those old school oil miners or what do you call? They're not really miners. Let's just say oil tycoons. They're all old by now, so not many of them actually like Bitcoin, right? Let's see. Hey Doji, I did a breakout watch list last week. Not much has been happening in the market that I personally liked. A lot of the stuff I've looked at, it looks like they've all been breaking out a little bit, but then they've been dying back down. Then I'll answer a discounts question. But if we go to some of the breakouts we've been watching over the past few weeks, this one breakout was okay, but then the next one didn't really, kind of died out really fast. I can probably adjust this line now. That's probably what more we're looking at. And well, actually, in reality, it's probably not that line. In reality, it's about this line right here. Netflix I called a while ago. That did fine. ABB crashed hard. It had something to do with I lost a contract or something like that. ECL breakout was okay, grinded up slowly. EMN it broke out and didn't do anything. Broke out, didn't do anything here. So I'm kind of just being patient with it. Even CrowdStrike, it broke out, came back down. Etsy did okay. Apple broke out, and it's kind of chugging on, but you wouldn't make any money off of that for options. And JBHT is broke out, but it's kind of consolidating again, right? So mostly this has been a lot of what I've been seeing is something like this. Kind of has this nice little breakout, but then it just does nothing afterwards, so your options would kind of just bleed out, unfortunately. Now, if you wanted to hold them as far as just stocks, they might be a little bit better, and I'd probably recommend that right now for all these breakouts. But with the bad job report, the economy slowing, COVID getting worse day by day, it looks like, and the Federal Reserve on the verge of tapering, apparently. I'm starting to see some slowdowns in the aggressiveness of these breakouts, so I'm kind of being a little bit more hesitant about which ones I show you guys. Let me see if I can show you guys right here. I had it a while ago. Let me see if I actually have it in my bookmarks. Alright. So right now we're kind of stagnating a little bit, and we're still climbing, unfortunately, but especially as we're about to all hang out on Labor Day, right? Or, excuse me, what holiday is coming up here? I always forget the holidays. Memorial Day, I think it's Memorial Day. One of the holidays. But anyway, you know, I think there's a lot of concern that the market's going to not necessarily like crash or have a huge correction, but I think it's going to maybe stagnate a little bit here and maybe take a small dip, but nothing catastrophic, right? But yeah, so I'm kind of just waiting this out at the moment. I'm not really buying too much in my positions. I'm waiting for it. Let's see, there's usually, oh, here we go, deaths. So we're about back up to about 1,500 people dying a day. I think that'll probably go up over the next few weeks. You know, the market's not going to like that. The economy is not going to like that. The market, unfortunately, is not going to like that. Hopefully, you know, and as we get more and more inflation numbers are getting worse. So, you know, at least back in July, when I gave you guys a lot of the good calls that were kind of like booming, you saw hardly anybody was dying from COVID, right? And now that everybody's all of a sudden dying from the Delta variant and stuff like that, well, you know, the market's not liking that too much. Pop that right there. I'm going to head that out. Let's see. If you go down here, the Dow's due for another little bit of a dip here pretty soon, it looks like. Probably it'll come back up fast like this. S&P, it's stagnating a little bit here, maybe due for a little bit of a dip here. You can see how every few weeks we have a little bit of a dip. We're due for one now, I guess you would say. It seems a little bit early, but who knows. And then the last one is this NASDAQ. NASDAQ, see how it's starting to curl a little bit here as well. Might be due for another small dip. So just be aware of that, guys. What's oil doing? Oil came back up a little bit. Still coming down, though. Do we break out or not? Oil didn't break out yet, so we're still doing okay. Hopefully, well, actually, oil going down doesn't help out the market, but you know, just for everyday people, it's better that the oil prices come down a little bit. And then the one thing right here was oh, there we go. Yeah, hey, let's see. Matic. Who asked for Matic discount code? Yeah, here we go. Alright. So Matic kind of has the same vibe as Dogecoin to me right now. Look at that. It had a nice breakout. But look at it. After that, it just came down, did nothing. Every breakout it comes down, it loses quite a bit of percentage here. So maybe if it comes back down to under $1.60, I'd look to maybe take a small position on it closer to the 20-day moving average here. But until then, I'm not really touching Matic any more than I already have. Like I have Matic, right? Let's see. Only good thing about Matic is you can see right here, if you actually bought on this breakout, that was the weirdest looking breakout. If you would have bought on that breakout, you would have had some great profits here. But as far as this one's concerned, look at it more like this. I'm just letting it grind up here slowly. That's all I'm letting happen for Matic. As far as you wanted to buy in here, anywhere sub 160, I think it'd be a decent price. I would only take nibbles in here though as you buy, because it might go lower and lower and lower, right? Let's see, anything else really going on with Matic? And I would just use the high right here as a level of resistance. The 180 level. Anything else really going on here? No. If I was to go big on Matic, I'd wait for it to break the 180, then I'd do a short-term hold where I'd be holding it for maybe just a few days, and then I'd take my profits after that. A couple days, maybe not a few days. All right, and then let's see. Hey Alex, hey Mike. On the way Bitcoin moving makes me not trust these altcoins. If Bitcoin goes back down to 50K, Doge at 28, altcoins struggling. Maybe these were overvalued before Bitcoin was at 60K. Thoughts? Yeah, all these altcoins, a lot of these altcoins blew up before Bitcoin did. So it's kind of a little bit of a reverse. These altcoins have been leading Bitcoin over the last week or so, right? You saw crazy days where Bitcoin was up 20%. You saw crazy days where Ethereum was up like 15%. STMX was up 50% one day, right? So you saw all these altcoins booming, and Bitcoin just kind of chilling out and doing its own thing, right? Because of that, that's what I kind of said. For most of these coins, just kind of wait a little bit more before you buy in here, just for that consolidation phase. But let me just do this here. Let's choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just do the last 6 days here. Let's go 7 days. I'll just skip it all, and I'll just make this easy for myself. Last 7 days, Bitcoin is up 7%. Oh, excuse me. Let me turn on my music. Last 7 days, Bitcoin is up 12%. Ethereum is up 21%. ADA is up 2%. But if you go to the 30-day, you're going to see ADA is up 92% to Bitcoin's 18% over the last 30 days, right? Binance Coin is up 9%, a little bit less than Bitcoin, but over the last 30 days, it's up 40%. XRP is up 23% in the last 7 days, while Bitcoin's only up 12%. And Bitcoin XRP is up 66% over the last 30 days, while Bitcoin's only up 18%, right? So yeah, I think it's more of the overvalued prospect. But if Bitcoin keeps on chugging, expect these things to keep on booming, right? What you're looking at right now is you do want to be aware of Bitcoin, but I think it's worth taking the risk on some of these altcoins here, just because they've been having such a great time. If for whatever reason Bitcoin starts to go down, just sell your altcoins if you guys are swing trading and just take your loss. But I think right now it's still worth me holding on to a lot of my coins, so to speak, right? But yeah, and this is more of a problem if you guys are looking to buy in right now and you guys never bought any of those breakouts we were talking about over the last few weeks. If you guys are just looking to buy now, you guys can hold off for a little bit. It might not be as fun, but you guys are waiting for another set of breakouts, right? Going back to the charts, let's see. Let's go to the day charts here. Right, Dogecoin had a breakout. Wasn't really that exciting. Doge's breakout was really here. Yeah. What did it go to? 7% gains. That's pretty pitiful compared to a lot of other coins, right? Matic had its breakout. Didn't really do anything. Ethereum broke out. Boom. Nice. Right here. There we go. XRP breakout. Fine. It's doing okay still. BitTorrent had a breakout. Did fine. Ethereum Classic breakout. Fine. Litecoin breakout. Fine. Right? So the time to be buying these, ADA broke out here. That's when you should have bought ADA. It's about $1.88. You could have made a lot of money off of that one. Or if you guys wanted to play this other one, another ADA. Oh no, there really wasn't another. I guess yeah, this was the other ADA breakout right here. This one would have been a false one, unfortunately. But yeah, this one's other. This what other coin had this breakout? Was this Matic? Matic had the same breakout style. So, yeah. But, let's see. Breakout, fine. But, yeah. So, what we're looking at now is you guys are just waiting for another breakout. Waiting for another breakout. You see ADA broke down. Right now, I don't think it's crashing, but I do think it's going to need to take a little bit of a break here. XLM, still doing fine. Breakout, boom, right, over the last few days. So, right now, guys, I'd say, hey, if you missed the breakout, don't worry about it. You're going to have another chance to buy in. If you're going to buy anything right now, just take a small position, take a nibble. It'll help you in the long run. STMX had a breakout. Well, I guess, yeah, here. I might have been drunk when I told you guys because I was drinking so much wine. But I alerted you to this, and because if you look at the 3-hour chart, it actually took a while for this thing to head out. A 50-minute chart maybe looks a little bit nicer. Pop right here. Right. So this thing, once it broke out, it started to chug, 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 and it didn't stop until it hit like, how much was it up that day? Like 34% or something like that. And I think technically the day started a little bit earlier, so it actually started over here and ran all the way up there. So it was definitely a good time. Then I gave you guys an alert in one of my videos. I forget what video it was, but it was a published video, not a live stream. I said, hey guys, STMX is looking for another breakout. And then it broke out round 2, and then it went up even more, right? So if you played this entire thing out, which most people probably wouldn't have, you would have been looking at about 60% gains in 2 days. So that was definitely a good trade right there. Sol, of course, this is in its own world right now, but you had a chance to buy it as it tested out the trend line here. Tested it out, buying opportunity. If you took that buying opportunity, you would be up about 25% right now, right? Excuse me, 24%. But you guys get my point. Just wait for these breakouts and these key buying opportunities. Otherwise, it's okay to kind of sit on your hands for a little bit, guys. I mean, it really is at this point. But yeah, Alex, yeah, I don't think the altcoins are necessarily weak. I think they've just gone up a lot more compared to Bitcoin, and I think people are starting to realize that a little bit here. Which is why you see stuff like STMX go parabolic for a few days, or actually this all happened within a day, I think. One day, parabolic, and then it took a big break, and now it's slowly losing, slowly bleeding out here. And I'm looking to buy into this pretty soon. I missed this dip. I would have actually bought if I would have caught it down here. But yeah, so I'm looking to get back into STMX at this moment in time, but I'm going to wait that out a little bit longer here. Here, 5. One of the Bitcoin chart. There we go. Okay. Excuse me. Hey Patrick. Hey Mike. I found a coin called Trump 2024 coin. What do you think of it? I don't really do. I never really heard about political coins, so to speak, but I don't know. It just feels like I would have to do more research on that one, but I would say it's probably worth a nibble. When I think of political coins, I always think in the back of my head, because I'm a very cynical person, that this is probably a coin designed to get a lot of Trump supporters to buy it and then just scam them out of all their money. The same thing if it was like a Bernie Sanders coin or a Hillary coin or an Obama coin. I think that'd probably be like a similar forecast that I see for the coin. If you wanted to take a nibble, probably would be okay. Yeah, a nibble is all I'd recommend for something like that. Like no more than $50 or so. If you wanted to put more, like go for it. But usually when I see coins like that, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Unless it's like authorized by Trump, maybe then it'll actually have some value to it. Honestly, I think more politicians should have their own coin and then have a nice little market on it. Hey Doge, space puts. Ooh, space puts. I know space puts were a good idea a while ago. Now, let me see. Yeah, I mean, I would have bought in the space puts on the breakdown. Let's see what's going on now. A little bit more. What's the slow at? The slow is at $24 pretty much. It's 23. Okay, hold on. Let's just say 24 to make it a little bit easier. Closer. I would say if this breaks down below 24, yeah, consider buying some space puts on these. At Voyager puts, SPCE. Well, this is not Voyager, Virgin Galactic, sorry. Buy some puts on these. Hold on right here. Yeah, this would be a key level because that's resistance up here, support. Okay. Yeah, I would say if it falls down below that, about $24, maybe even $23.89, $23.40, $23.90. I'd look to buy some calls, probably aiming at about $20. That way, they'll eventually go in the money. Then you can kind of sell them with a little bit less fear of the theta kicking in at any point in time. That's what I'd be looking at. Otherwise, yeah, and then from there, I'd kind of wait a little bit here. We had a golden cross that turned into nothing. Pretty soon we'll have a death cross here. Hopefully that death cross will help you with those puts. But for now, I'd say we'll just wait for it to go back below $29. Then yeah, you can take a position on these for probably around $20 strike price on these calls. Puts. But really, let it go down below that support, and preferably close on the daily candle below that support level. If you wanted to take little nibbles throughout the day as it's below it, then you should be fine on it. Make sure no news is coming out for Virgin Galactic though. Let me just double check here. The news coming out. Virgin Investment selling off. Well, August 17th, it stopped off a little bit here. Yeah, it looks like they've stopped selling off here, so just be okay. You should be fine. Just be careful of any news that may come out. And make sure it goes down below that trend line there. Hey, Haram, what's up, my man? Let's see. Hey, Thest, made 5K in 88 thanks to you. Going to let it ride for a few years. You man. Hey, no worries, man. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you very, very much, man. I appreciate it. Can you do TA on CVC? Yeah, I can do one of them for you here. Let's see, CVC. I'm guessing it's going to be a coin because I don't see any stocks on it. Yeah, this had a nice breakout above the 200 moving average. I would not be touching it right now. Let me just do something very fast here. Oh, that was just kind of luck that it kind of timed up the way it did here. We have to do the TA. We have to look at it a little bit closer. Yeah, this reminds me of STMX vibes going on here. Bleeding out here. How much TA you can do on that one? Let me go 3. Anything really holding it down there? Yeah, okay. This one definitely got pumped up here. It's going pretty sky high. It's really far away from any level of support at the moment. I'm looking at a few. If you want to use let's see. If you want to use some from a little bit longer period of time, you got one right there. Right here. Is anything close to where this is at? Okay, I guess I would use that one. About 60 cents is where I can see support at this one. If you wanted to buy, go for it. I would really have a pretty tight stop loss on this one right here. This one though, like you want to be like potential cup and handle. You don't want to be riding this and having a pretty nice stop loss on it. Like if you're buying at 66 cents, have that stop loss be somewhere around 62, 63 cents, a few cents below where you're not going to lose too much money on it. But I think it's fine. I wouldn't be buying up this high, but overall it looks still fine to me. Let's see right here. Turn up my music a little bit on my end. Bought some a week ago, 21 strike. Oh yeah, you'll be fine then. You'll be fine. Yeah, 21 strike. You'll see. Oh, you're probably in the money now. So yeah, you'll be fine. If you're looking for a reason to double down or some reason to be more confident about your position, breaking down below that that support level of $28, I think I said, that'll help you out a lot. They haven't investigated. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, Keegan, thank you so much for watching, my man. Thank you very, very much for watching. Have a very, very good night, my man. Let's see. Hey, Abu. Let's see. Hey, Ken. Yeah, if you want to, you can try to learn how to trade puts. The basically puts are pretty much the same thing as calls, except for you just you're just betting for it to go down. But when you're playing these plays, let me just go to breakouts. When I say breakout, that could be breakout or breakdown. Just by the way, when I frame these, let me just go to the charts here. You know, instead of breaking up out, it's just breaking down below support. And that's the only thing you're looking for, right? ABBV, this is something we've been watching for. It tried to break out, came down. You could have bought it as it broke down and made a couple of days of profit, right? ABC looks like it wants to... Oh, that's not the right trend line here, but it looks like it wanted to break out there. Right here. ADP. Well, this line isn't really in the right spot, is it? But this thing looks close to breaking down here. ADSK, it looks like it's close to breaking down. So when it breaks down, then you just do, instead of looking for your next resistance level to place to start helping you with finding your strike price markers, you're going to do the opposite, where you start looking for the next level of support, and that's going to be where you start aiming for your strike price markers for puts, right? But not every time it falls down below does it crash. Remember, whenever something breaks out, guys, or it breaks down, it normally means it's just gonna the sideways trend has been broken. It's gonna go slowly, but it's up to you to kind of determine how fast that move is gonna happen, right? This broke down, but what did it do? It just went stagnant sideways. Went down, not really doing much since then. It's just kind of trickling a little bit here. Anything else break down as an example of that? Broke down. This one's moving down a little bit here, but you can see for like the week it really didn't do much. Then all of a sudden it went down the next leg. So that's why a lot of people short. But shorting is so dangerous because you can lose over 100% of your investment. Then you could be in debt to the broker, which is something you never want to do. Right here. But yeah, you can definitely look at buying puts. Again, guys, I know I've said this probably more than 100 times by now, but just as a heads up, find 20 stocks that you guys really, really like. Find 20 stocks. I usually like to go into tech fields because when tech breaks down, it's usually a lot of money involved, and they're just Wall Street money, right? Find a lot of stocks. And then that you like, find 20 or so. Look at those 20 every day, and when they start having a bad time, then you can buy puts on them. Otherwise, I just stick with calls in most of my positions. The last put that I bought was a few weeks ago. It was Boeing. Where can I find it? I'll just draw it on this chart for you guys, because their lines have been updated since it happened. So you see right here, this white line right here? I watch Boeing. It's one of the stocks I watch all the time. Well, you see, it broke down, right? Now, I bought some puts right here. I sold them right here. I lost like $2,000 on the play because theta kicked in, right? And then they came down. It came down a lot, right? Sometimes you don't get them all the time, right? Sometimes it's just the way it is. But you'll see now it's coming closer to breaking down again. This time, if it does break down, I'm going to look to buy some more. But this is because I play Boeing a lot, right? I play this a lot. You can see lots of breakouts within these trades, lots of breakout opportunities over and over and over again. So that's what I'm waiting for as far as Boeing is concerned. But yeah, you got to be patient with some of these. I wasn't too patient. I think this was because what was going on here? I don't know what was going on, but I was worried about something more important than this play here, so I just got out of it and started doing something else here. But you get my point, guys. So just be careful of them. Be careful that you don't necessarily have to use the 20 stocks that you personally like, but at least make sure that you do a little bit more research. Like you spend like at least 15 minutes on the chart looking like, okay, let's see what happened in the past when it broke down. What was some of the what did I see happen and things of that. Don't use COVID. Use something more natural, so to speak, and it'll help you out a little bit here. Like, is there anything? We've been on a bull market for so long. It's it's a lot harder at the moment to find old examples because we've been on a freaking crazy bull market. Okay, but yeah, I think we'll do for a little bit of a dip here. What happened the last earnings session? Let me just see. Came down a little bit. No, gapped up. Came down afterwards. Okay. We don't have earnings until October. Okay, yeah. So be careful of Boeing, but I mean, I'm probably going to buy puts on it before calls at this point. Let's see. And pop that right there. Okay. Hey, Hard Knocks Beat, have you heard of personal bankers investing, trading crypto for you? I heard they have a new program at Wells Fargo. A friend told me they could flip his current crypto investments. I don't really trust Wells Fargo. I mean, I think it's if it goes well, let us know. I personally don't trust banks to hold my crypto. I like doing crypto myself. I think it's worth learning how to do it yourself. I don't know what their fees are or anything like that, but I personally don't want to hand my crypto over to a bank, if that makes sense. Let me take a look. Let's see. Passive Bitcoin fund for wealthy clients. Let me see. Oh, that's all? Okay, well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if is it just for rich people or not. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely be careful. I don't know. Maybe J.P. Morgan's a little bit better, but Wells Fargo, they got a bad rep now, a very very bad reputation now. But personally, I just like to learn how to trade myself and do the trading myself. I mean, maybe I know when I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking a little bit selfishly because this is my job, right? Maybe a lot of you guys have jobs, other jobs, right? You guys aren't full-time traders. If you want to try it out, go for it. I wouldn't give them too much money, though. I wouldn't give them too much money at all. Just see the percentage on the returns. Usually before, like, if I go in any program like that, I usually want to see data saying how much they've been making so far. And that means I want to see the data they made while the bear market was happening and how much money they made during this last bull market, right? And things like that. Because sometimes you realize that you could have made more money than the Wells Fargo guy. So... Hey Doja, I just started a TD long-term trading. Going to start with $1,000 a week into it. Going long-term ideas, PTLR, ATN. Let's see. Just started a TD long-term to start with $1,000 a week into it. Go to long-term ideas. Oh, so you're going to use it for long-term trading, I guess is what you're saying, right? That's fine. Just make sure that when you start doing this type of stuff, remember we're in a crazy bull market. We're towards the end of this bull market, if you ask me, or somewhat close to the end. We could still have months and months and months left of it. Because just because they're on the verge of tapering doesn't mean they won't try to say, "Oh, whoa, COVID's coming back. We gotta not taper off," right? So what I would say is when you make these trades, just have a clear stop loss in effect. Maybe that's a trailing 5% stop loss. Maybe, right? If you're putting a trailing 5% stop loss in it, I think you'd be perfectly fine. And then you'd kind of wait it out to see what happens afterwards. But I think that'd be a nice safe play just in case for whatever happened, the market went down and you weren't able to, capitalize on it, so to speak. You could at least protect some of those longer term investments. Just because something is long term doesn't mean you should hold during a recession or a market crash, right? Banks don't do it, so why should you, right? But yeah, I think that's fine. That's really good. Most people should start to learn how to do long-term trading. Most of you guys should have a long-term trading account, a short-term trading account, and if you guys want to do day trading, you guys can do day trading as well. So think about swing trading and long-term trading is what you really need. Day trading, if you want to go that realm, go for it. I do it every once in a while just for fun, for YOLOs. Besides that, you know, I'm okay with day trading. Hey, what's up, Mark Matters? Hey, Eric, thanks for all you do. How's mom and grandma? They're doing fine. My grandmother just bought me some clothes here a couple days ago, so I got to try them on here pretty soon. My mom is doing fine. I just saw her a little bit ago. She dropped off something for me. I accidentally got a package sent to her house instead of my house. Oh, Bitcoin's trying to do something here. But they're all doing really fine. They're just really excited for me to see my puppy. That's pretty much what they're excited for. I got another picture of him here. Let me see if I can find it. There you go. I'll try and find a second. But I just got a picture of my puppies a few days ago, so I'm pretty excited for them. They're pretty large little guys. Let's see. Oh, bubble. Oh, okay, Weeple. Let's see. There's the little boys. One of those bad boys is going to be mine. Not sure which one I get second pick, but I'm super excited. I'm getting a little boy here, but they're growing a lot, and they're having a little blast on the ranch. So I'm really excited to get. I'm just so excited to get a puppy, guys. You have no idea. The only thing that's going to be heartbreaking is I literally get him a day, like hours before I fly over to Philadelphia. That's the only thing, right? Let's see. Hey Max, yeah, I'm using Voyager. This is not Voyager. This platform is TradingView. Sorry, TradingView. I don't use it for trading. I just use it for charting every now and again. For you guys, normally when I do my own technical analysis, I use TD Ameritrade. I like TD Ameritrade a lot. It's a very complex platform. It takes a long time to learn, but I'd recommend that you guys get started with one of those more professional platforms sooner rather than later. Do I think it's time for puts on NVIDIA? Let me see. It just had a nice breakout here a while ago. I'd probably hold off on any puts for a little bit. I mean, if you're looking for puts, you'd be playing another breakdown for a potential boom later on, right? You'd be playing the consolidation phase basically. I'll go to the 4-hour chart. Still riding. Still riding. Still riding. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's time for puts on this just yet. It had a nice breakout. It's still zooming up here. It looks like it has more room to run, and it looks like hedge funds are still willing to put money on this type of play, right? Let me see if I can find out. Well, let me just actually do this. Over the last week and a half, basically, it popped up a good 10%. So I'd be careful about buying puts on it right at this moment in time. Anything else right here? Bounce off the 200. That was a while ago. Yeah, I'd hold off a little bit on this one. Unless you're trying to play that short-term breakdown where it looks to consolidate and maybe make another pennant. That's something you may be able to do. But right now, there's no trend lines or no support or anything like that telling you to buy puts on this at the moment. Let's see. Oh, sorry, there was one last thing I wanted to check for that one, though. Anything right here, that's all going to be bearish at the moment, so... When are earnings? November 12th. Yeah, I'd still hold off on it. It's still chugging up week by week. Okay, go back to Doge here. Oh. Hey, Savage. I would say Ethereum. I think over the next few weeks, Ethereum has the potential to probably hit about 4,500 or so. If Bitcoin is able to kind of keep churning up here and go towards all-time highs again, I'd say Ethereum probably has a chance to go up to 5,000 and have a nice market cap here. I think, I don't know. I feel like it's been general knowledge for so long, and I feel like I said this before, but I feel like it's been general knowledge for a while that Bitcoin and Ethereum are like in this little war with each other, and how Ethereum is a little bit behind, but Ethereum is due for a pump. And I think this next big bull run that we might have, if Bitcoin ends up breaking these all-time highs, you'll see Ethereum have a really, really nice return here. Let's see. Yeah, guys, I'm super excited for these puppies. You guys have no freaking idea. Let's see. Hey, Probin, can I give your opinion on sushi? Let's see. Sushi. Okay. Pretty far away from that breakout right there, but let me see what else we got. Grinding. That would have already broken out. This isn't a good breakout. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, this kind of looks like a Dogecoin breakout here, doesn't it? It breaks out and then doesn't do anything afterwards. That's pretty much what the breakout was. Let me see. You know, what I would look for, since it really hasn't moved up like a lot of these other coins, if you're looking for a potential breakout, I would go off of this high right here. What is this? 1485. There you go. If it breaks above 1485 again, I guess that would be the time I would say you can look to buy in here. But right now, it looks like it still needs a little bit more time to consolidate. This is a pattern right here, but you're going to need it to break out here. Anything else at the moment? Day, it's riding over the 20, over the 200. May have a golden cross pretty soon, which may be helpful. That's something good you could see in there. 4 hour. 4 hour, the W play right here. It's always the W's. The W's are the easiest plays to make money off of. They just don't always give you the most profit because they're so short term. This still looks bullish to me. I would say you're just waiting a little bit longer. Like if you own it, fine. You should be fine with it at the moment. Let me see. Zoom out here a little bit. Yeah, I think things will pick up once it gets above this $14.85 level. Anything else over here? Yeah, I'd wait for it to break out of that one. This reminds me more of STMX than anything else. You remember STMX had the similar pennant built up a little bit. Boom. That's what I'm hoping for this one, for sushi, okay? Let's see. No worries, her. I'm happy to help you out. Hey, Ghost Rider. Everyone fishing had carp cake and... Oh, excuse me. Carpet cake and champagne to finish up my birthday. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on a second. I don't know if I took it off or not. I know it's not your birthday anymore, but I'm glad you had a very, very good birthday. What am I looking at? Here we go. This one. I don't want people to keep on saying, happy birthday. It's not your birthday. Guys, watch out for these guys as well. Webcams, whatever. I know most of you guys are smart, but some of you guys may click on that accidentally. So just be careful about those types of spam stuff. I'm going to put Nightbot in timeout. There we go. Actually, I can turn Nightbot off at this point. There we go. All right, perfect. Outlook on ADA hitting $3 soon again. As far as ADA is concerned, here. This thing is consolidating at the moment. Maybe look at the 20-day moving average here. I'm waiting to see if it's actually going to hold up above that or it's going to come back down to probably around $2.47. If it does come back down and it does break down below the 20, I'd probably take another nibble of it. But looking at this now, it's in a consolidation phase. It definitely has potential to go back above $3. That I know, but I wouldn't buy at this level. I wouldn't sell. I wouldn't do anything. This is a level just to be holding ADE at this moment in time, I think. Let's see, anything else? Let's see. Yeah, I still feel fine with this one. If you're looking for a point to, like a stop loss, I would either use the 246 stop loss or the 270 stop loss, depending on what makes you feel more comfortable. If you bought way back down here, like I did, you know, I'm okay selling off here just to give it a little bit more room. But, you know, that I'm going to be losing a lot more profit if I sell here than if I sell here, right? So, otherwise, I still think it's fine. I'm just waiting for it to have another leg up here. And as long as Bitcoin keeps on chugging up over the next this week, I'm sure this thing will probably hit up to $3.20 even more. Actually, let me keep that there in case we come back to ADA again. There we go here. Pop that up. Let's see. Hey Aroma, how do you draw your trend lines? How far back do you go, and how are you using the day chart? Well, it depends. Every chart is different as far as we use the trend lines. It doesn't really matter what, like 4 day, 3 hour, 4 hour. It doesn't really matter what it is. Normally, you're just looking for the pattern, and to do that, you have to have the patterns already memorized in your head before you start, right? For instance, if you guys go to Investopedia, oh, that's Internet Xfinity, Investopedia. You guys, Ghostwriter posts this link down, I think, like once a day, or maybe more than once a day. But Investopedia is like has all the patterns you guys will ever need. So let me just type in pattern. Pattern. Let's see. I don't know. You can see a whole bunch of different pattern names. Let me see. Pennant. All right. Like it's like these things like this. Actually, it might just be better to. Stuff like this. You need to have. Oh, this is going to be blurry, isn't it? Okay, let me just use the Forex one. Okay, like this. Actually, I forgot. My head's probably blocking some of this stuff, and so is the other stuff. You want to have a lot of this stuff already memorized in your head, and this will help you draw the trend lines, right? You needed to know the symmetrical triangle, ascending triangle. You don't need to actually know the names of them. You just have to know the pattern. I still have trouble recognizing every single name because some people call it something else, some people call it that, and at the end of the day, I just know if it's good or bad, basically, right? Inverse cup and handle. Nobody ever talks about it as being an inverse cup and handle, but it does happen. A lot of pennants like this, the rising wedges, ADA just went through a rising wedge, came back down, right? And then, so like, let's say I saw that ADA, like I knew what the ADA rising wedge was. And then, let's see. Which chart was it on? 3 or was it ADA or was it something else? Pretty sure it was ADA. Okay, well, anyway. There's a version of the rising wedge right there, right? So, going up, broke down, came down a little bit, buying opportunity down here, or you just can say sell, and you would have saved yourself losing some money right here, basically. That's the point. But you have to have these memorized before you can start going through it. I have a video coming out tomorrow for tutorials. This won't be neat, but I think I'll add this in somewhere in the next few days. That way you guys will say, hey, like memorize these patterns. It'll be very helpful. This is for Forex chart patterns, but in reality, you can use these for anything, really. It's not just Forex. All this stuff happens in any type of marketing or any type of securities trading. But you have to have all this stuff memorized before you do it. But as far as how I draw my trend lines, do I have that video? Hold on a second here. David. I don't know. I might have it saved up here, then hold on a second here. I have a video about trend lines, but I have no idea where it went. But I'll post it for you. Let me see. Nope, that's a breakout video. Okay. Alright, but basically how I draw my trend lines is I find a low point, a trough, a low or trough, whatever you want to call it, and I could use a high point or a peak, whichever one you want to call that. And you go from high to high, right? High to high, and then you're looking for when it breaks it above that, you're good. And you draw the line. You see what you see when you draw that line, you see if you see a pattern here. Normally, you should be able to see these patterns without placing the lines, but the lines offer another level of confirmation. And remember, guys, the lines are not like just because something breaks out or breaks down below the line doesn't mean it's absolutely going down or going up. A good example of this is before we got there, you see the old trend line was right here, right? So if you were trading on the 5-minute chart, pretty sure this is it. I think that line got messed up. Yeah, that line got messed up. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. So as it broke out here, you could have bought it on the 15-minute chart, bought right here, and walked away with a cool, I don't know, let's just call it about 4 or 5% profit, depending on how long you wanted to hold it for. But if you bought the breakout, you could have made some money here. But you see if you held too long how it comes back down, and you would have gotten burned a little bit there. And right here, we had another breakout, but it just broke the downtrend just to go a little bit less down, right? So they're not always going to be working out 100%, but I usually just draw my trend lines by going from trough to trough, peak to peak, or high to high, low to low, right? And then you're also going to be looking at oscillators and all other type of stuff. Let me go right here. Right, that helps right there. All right, that works out. Let's see. Hey Steve, about ADA, I've read of possible issues with their network. I haven't read it much, but anyone looking at Cardano should do some research. That might be pretty interesting here. I wonder how, I know ADA is getting a lot of money right now. I'm still holding my ADA, but I wonder if there's going to be any, let me see. Can I share this with you guys in case you guys want to just keep this image for yourself? Let me see if it'll let me, Trish. It does. Oh, okay, sweet, it does. Okay. There you go. If any of you guys want to ever learn those types of trades or just have this type of specific image, you guys can do that. You guys can keep this if you want to. Well, I wasn't typing Oh, it's American Dental Association. I was like, what? A second Japanese exchange lists 88 found in deals with currency. Oh. I don't know. This might be something interesting. Hold on. Who knows what the issues are, but guys, I would do some research if you guys are a little bit testy about it or anything like that. Hope you've been doing well, Steve. Let's see. Hey, Jonathan, I'm almost about to go fishing. Oh, about to go nighttime fishing. Oh, that sounds really fun. I'm thinking of taking my sister fishing a couple weeks after I get back from Philadelphia on one last fishing trip on the boat before I rent a boat, obviously. On a boat before fall starts to set in here, and there's no smoke right here, so it's really nice so far. Let's see. Hey, awesome student. ADA is going up. When it hits support, I just buy. Not a bad idea, especially when you're in a bull market. Hitting support levels are usually a pretty good sign. What's ADA doing at the moment? Yeah, ADA is having a little bit of a boom here. A nice short-term breakout here. Short-term, see from this high to this high right here, right? And then you can see if you did it from here to here to here, you would have had a little bit of money. If you went from here to here, you teeny bit of money, but not really a lot, right? So be careful about how often you buy those breakouts, but yeah, they're good. Back to Doge right here in the 5. There we go. All right. Let me see. Anybody have any more questions? Otherwise, I want to head out for the night and try to make some dinner here before I... no, not make some dinner. Just get some more water. Ugh. Let me see. What are we looking at? Sol's up 5% still, guys. So Sol's still doing good at the moment. This is the second chart. See the W pattern here? Buy the W. For those of you guys that do bother to learn the patterns, I know it's going to be a little bit boring and it's a little bit harder, but I mean, like, maybe for all of you guys that were in college over the last 5 years or something like that, there's a website called Quizlet. Maybe there's a Quizlet form on there. Maybe I'll try to make one for you guys. But you guys will see patterns like throughout any second, like you see the W pattern on the second chart, right? You're going to see so many patterns throughout the day. Might as well know exactly what pattern you're looking at and whether it's a good pattern or a bad pattern. It just helps you out overall as a trader, right? Most people don't take the time to learn all of them. I'd recommend learning most of them. There are a lot more patterns than you think. You don't have to learn obviously all of them, but it's pretty good to learn like the top 10, 15 basic patterns, whether they be pennants, wedges, W shapes, M shapes, cup and handle. Head and shoulders is a big one. Reverse head and shoulders. A lot of these things will have reverses, so you're only learning half of them, and you understand the flip side of it. Like flip it, it's the opposite. It's either bullish or bearish, but depending on how you flip it, right? There we go. Here, all right. RLY, yeah, I can do it, Mona. Let's see, RLY. I'm assuming you're talking about the crypto here. So it's fairly new, it looks like. Let me see if there's a longer one on KuCoin. Yeah, here we go. Okay, KuCoin's a little bit longer here. April. What's the market cap on this one? RLY. Same one? Okay. Oops. All right. This one and this one, okay. And market cap of, okay, oh, that's a pretty decent sized market cap, okay. Okay, it had a breakout and it's consolidating here. I still think it's worth to hold this. I think if you wanted to buy this one, it'd actually be okay. I'd have a stop loss of maybe, let's say, about 0.83 cents basically as a stop loss. So if it fell down from there, you'd risk losing 3.5% or so. Let's say 4% with fees. But right now, this looks fine. It had a nice breakout. It's still consolidating like some of the other coins. It's pretty far away from any level of, let me see right here. We can go this route, or short term a little better for you. Actually, let's just stick to this one right here. Let's go from the lows. So it's pretty far away from its trend line. It'll probably hit this eventually in the future, but it might be way over here, right? As far as what I see from here. Okay. And now you can see, if we draw the trend line from this trough, or this peak to this peak, you can see how the line goes all the way across, and how it somewhat hit this lines up here, and now we're right here. So if you want, the next time you want to add a lot to your position, probably would be on this next breakout here if it comes over the next few weeks or so, right? Or a week or two. It's going to probably consolidate for a little bit. If it does consolidate and Bitcoin continues to chug up here, wait for this breakout. If this breakout happens, then you could possibly be looking for it to go back up towards $1.20 or so, which could lead to pretty sizable profits right here. So that's what I'm looking about for rally. I think it's fine for the moment. I'd be looking to take a small position right now if you wanted to, but more likely I'd be looking to break it. I'd be looking to buy it on the actual breakout itself, even though I would probably wouldn't get the same good price on it, right? But overall, it's fine. Good. Let's see. Hey, Corin, yeah, I can do it on Sheep. Let's see. Oh, and Corin, I saw your message on something about finding the streams. So what I did was, about YouTube kind of lagging the streams. So what I did for you guys is after every stream, what I do is I just get rid of them. So I hide them. So now when you guys come to look for my stream, you guys will start to see. Actually, let me do this. Let me go to an incognito window. Let me go to YouTube. Let me go to. So when you guys come to my stream, you guys should be able to see it at the top, right here, right? Or you should be able to find it right here. And it'll usually be the one that has more viewers on it, right? And it won't say Dogecoin and Bitcoin moving. It'll say some type of story associated, like, right? And that should help everybody that needs help finding the stream out, because I know YouTube has kind of like screwed my channel as far as letting people know when I'm live for whatever reason. But instead of trying to fight them, I'm just going to try to work within this wacky system that they've built up, right? Pop that right there. Should be good there. Let's see. Hey, Dex. Yeah, with the medium-sized Bitcoin correction, I think you would see altcoins fall considerably. Probably up to 20%, maybe even more than that over the time of the Bitcoin correction. But that's only because they've risen so much more than Bitcoin, right? So yeah, definitely take that into consideration, guys. If we do see some type of sizable Bitcoin correction where Bitcoin goes down to, let's say it goes back down to $48,000, $46,000, you would see a lot of altcoins lose about maybe 15 to 20% of all their value. So just be yeah, that is a clear heads up. Good call, Dax. Let's see you. Hey, Mr. Kelly, CBBI, I'm assuming that's a crypto then. Let's see, crypto? It's not there. It's a over-the-counter stock. I don't think you're talking about over-the-counter. CBBI. No thing on CBBI. Let me know if CBI is that stock that's over the counter. If not, I'll try to find it on another platform for you very fast. Yeah, but going over to the Sheep here. Let me see. Basically, what I see from Sheep is kind of like this, a little bit of a channel. You're gonna, I mean, I guess I own Sheep, but what do you call it? We're just gonna have to wait this bad boy out. We're gonna have to really wait this guy out, and if it does break out above, let's use this .000000990. If it breaks above that line, then I'd be much more bullish about. Much more bullish with it, basically. But until it breaks out, it's just kind of going sideways. It's not doing squat, and I mean squat. And the only thing I don't like about Sheep really is how the price is so low, but the market cap is so big. So when you see the market cap of Sheep, you come down here a little bit. You see how it's number 54 with a $2.8 billion market cap, right? It already has a massive market cap, and yet it's not doing anything at the moment. So I'm not too excited about it, you'll see in the, like, okay, let's just go down the list. In the last 60 days, let's see what some random coins have done. Bitcoin's up 60%. Ethereum is up 88. ADA is up 120. XRP's up 126. Solana's Sol is up 430%. Dogecoin's up 50. DOT's up 126. Uniswap's up 44, and so on. You see stuff like Luna up 400, or Filecoin up 100, or Wrapped Bitcoin up 60%, whatever. Now we go to SHIB, and the last 60 days, it's down 8%, right? It's done nothing. Squat. I would even say this is not as good as ICP at this point, right? And you know how I feel about ICP. Where's ICP even at? ICP has gone up 102% in the last 60 days, right? So I think, I think it's just kind of, you're going to hold on to it for a while, see how long it pops. I didn't put much money into SHIB. I only put $200. But what do you call, it's definitely just been a type of play, right? If it does break out, awesome. But I'm not going to get hyper excited about it until it breaks out of this channel right here. Preferably this channel up here, but it's been staying pretty stagnant within this one, so I think I'll be fine. Or did I go with the other one? No idea. Okay, so wait for it to break above that level right there, then maybe we can talk. Good thing is, if it does even get up to that level, it'll be up another 36% by the time it does get up there. So that'll lead to some good profits. I don't think it's dead, but I think it, this is one that you just have to be patient with, and you have to not get mad that it's not doing squat, right? You want to poke it with a stick, as I always say. Do something. That's what SHIB is right now. Let me see. And hey, Jay Perez, thank you very much for the super chat, my man. Thoughts on BitTorrent? What's the best place to buy? With BitTorrent, I personally like to buy on the breakouts. So if you're looking to buy a BitTorrent, there's two opportunities for breakouts coming soon. The first one you're going to see is this blue line right here. Right here, this resistance is about 0.0053-ish right there. So if you have a chance, that might be a good place to buy. Otherwise, what I would do is I'd wait it out a little bit longer to see if it could have another breakout here. But the best time to be buying BitTorrent is always on these little breakout moments that it has. It has some pretty nice breakouts. Some of them I already got rid of them, but it really does have some good breakout points here. Right now, right now I would be buying it. Right now, I would really recommend just practicing your trend lines and buying it off of that trend line here. I think if you're looking for, I don't know, I would buy if it broke out above this blue line right here, which is again 0.005030. If you buy that, you should be fine. On the flip side, if you're looking to buy below that blue line, I would wait till it possibly comes down to below 0.0045, and that'd be a good buying in price here, depending on for how long you want to hold it. This breakout play is for a swing trade. We're going to be holding it for a day or less, a couple days or less. If you're buying it down here, you can probably hold on to it for maybe a week or 2 weeks to get a nice boom out of it. But I'm a long-term holder on BitTorrent, though, so that's just me. Let's see right here. Go back to 5 on Doge. And Bitcoin seems to be still moving up a little bit here. Bitcoin, let me just go back to Bitcoin here very fast. You guys are seeing Bitcoin is trying to have a positive day here. It's kind of an unch formation at the moment, but we still have about 21 and a half hours before Bitcoin's day candle closes. So it's going to be a long time here, guys. I would say probably Bitcoin wants to go up today, but that's just me about how the trend's been looking so far. Then maybe maybe Wednesday we have a little bit of a breather day, but so far, guys, it overall Bitcoin looks like it still wants to chug up here. I'm hoping that over the next week or so we can kind of go back up to the high. Next month, I would say next month or two, we're able to get back up to the high $50,000 range. It might be sooner than that, but I'm being a little bit conservative there. Let's see right here. Q&T, yeah, I can give it a quick start here. Let's see. Let's see, is there a better one than Binance? The best one? KuCoin? There you go. KuCoin has it for a little bit longer time. Yeah, this looks fine. It just got a 2-hour, 200-day moving average chart here, which is pretty nice. Let me go to the 4-hour. It's fine. Consolidating, so it's fine. 15 minutes. Looks like the 2-hour may be it. Yeah, 2 hours there. Okay. Yeah, this looks fine. What I would say if you want to buy this one again is just look at this little pennant right here, going from this high to this high. There you go. I'd wait for it to break out of this, and then I'd look to buy it. On the flip side, maybe if it gets down below 294 bucks, that may be a decent price, but I don't know if it's going to get down that low before it has a breakout moment. So just wait it out, but this thing looks fine for now. And yeah, you're right, it does have a nice looking chart here. This thing has been moving up pretty well over the last few days. Let me go to the daily chart over the last, 3 days, I guess you would say. Up 105%. Definitely having some big moves here. Hopefully it's able to go up further. But just remember, guys, it did go up a lot. You are catching it at a very expensive price. But if you can grab some extra cash buying it on this next breakout, for all means, for all purposes, go for it, right? Ugly W here. I wouldn't say that's a W. Let's see. See. Hey, Mr. Kelly. Oh, what is? It's the Crypto Bull Run Index made to predict the bottom and top run, 0 bottom, 100 top. Oh, okay. That'd be pretty nice. Let's see. All my friends chip their money in for $1 worth of Shiba and just hoping it goes to 5 cents maybe. My bet it's going to go to be in 3-5 years investments. Yeah, it's going to be a long-term investment. That's what I'm holding it for. It's my long-term YOLO play. I never did a lick of research on it. You guys were just saying, hey, look at Shiba, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll buy a little bit here just so I can keep track of it. Has not done anything since I bought it. But that means, maybe a lot of people are slowly loading up on it, while a lot of people are kind of giving up on it. So overall, I'm still fine with where it's headed at the moment. I'm going to go right here. That works fine for now. Let's see. Hey, Steve. I must say that there is zero evidence pointing to a Bitcoin correction, and Bitcoin's history of bull runs to new all-time highs never has been a correction occurred until after reaching the all-time highs. That is pretty true, Steve. Which kind of reminds me, you guys were asking me about this a couple days ago. I guess a lot of YouTubers were predicting a crash happening a couple days ago, and all we saw was a nice little pump. So just keep that in mind, guys. Just keep that in mind. Not all YouTubers are to be trusted. Heck, verify me, of course, all the time, right? I know a lot of you guys watch other channels, right? Let me go to channel dashboard. I can go to my analytics over here, and I can go to my audience over here, and I can go down. And see, I can see the other channels that you guys watch. So you guys like Final Stand, Tame the Arc is another streaming channel. Miles G Investments, Crypto Trade Daily Trading Signals. I like him a lot. He's pretty fun. Mike Davis is pretty good. So I know all the people you watch. So right, most of these people are pretty chill. Just make sure. Well, yeah, most of these people are actually pretty chill here. But just make sure, guys, when you like find the random people on when you find the random people on YouTube, just be careful. I think Crypto Artist is okay. He usually has some good information. But you see people that say that we're gonna crash and whatnot. When you see people like this, it always you got to be careful. If they have news, listen to it, but just be careful because a lot of times they'll tell you something that's really not cool. Run guys, Shiba Unicorn 150 billion buy, breaking crypto news. Yeah, I didn't see nobody buy no $150 billion of Shiba Inu. If it did happen, awesome. I would have loved to see the price represent that that move, right? Let me see. There we go. But everybody's looking for their own niche in crypto, right? Let's see. There we go, right here. But overall, guys, Bitcoin's still going strong. We're going up higher and higher. We're breaking through walls every few minutes, basically, because we're just going higher and higher at this point. So if you want to see a short term, maybe let's see what this is. 52,780. Right here. if we break out above this, Bitcoin could have a nice little move here pretty soon, which will lead to some altcoins having a little bit less pressure to sell off here. But at the moment, we're looking pretty darn good at the moment, guys. Let me go to the 1 minute chart here. Kind of grinding. What's the second chart look like? There we go. Getting closer and closer and closer. We're trying to break out of this high right now, right? So it's a huge pattern that we have to deal with, but I'm hoping we're going to get pretty close to it. You can see Dogecoin's looking to break above its 200 moving average. If that happens, then hopefully Dogecoin could start pumping up a little bit here. Just maybe back up to 31 cents or so. Let's see. Pop that up right there. So oh, Jesus. Okay. Totally forgot I put my head there the entire stream. But that's fine. There we go. And all this is working fine. Okay. Pop that down a little bit. Okay. That should work out. Okay, everybody. But, let's see. Looks like nobody has any other questions. So, I'm going to head off for the night. You guys will see a new video coming out tomorrow. Talking about tutorials and whatnot. It'll be a pretty basic video. I'm getting ready for these longer 20-30 minute videos to pop up here in the next couple weeks. So I'm pretty excited about those ones. But for now, you're going to be hearing about patterns and stuff like that. Some of the slower stuff. Let's see. That should be fun. Okay. But everybody have a fantastic rest of the night. You guys will be moved over to the other stream here in a few seconds. And then you guys can continue your conversations over there. Let me make sure that's all off. That's fine. Thanks again, and I will see you guys tomorrow at... I don't have to pick up my sister from school tomorrow, I don't think. Let's say 5 o'clock tomorrow, okay? All right, see you, everybody. Thank you very, very much for watching the stream.